is that nobody is coming to save you, and everything that happens to you is your fault, and it's up to you to fix it, and that nobody is coming to save you. Now let's break into this while we eat this ribeye. Haven't done a podcast lunch video in a long time. That's not even what this is. It's kind of just like a thought that I've had for a while, and while I eat this nice little ribeye cut, it's to say, as a man, nobody is coming to save us. There is nothing that doesn't exist in our worldview. The only remotely useful worldview to have, if you're a man, is that everything is my fault and it's up to me to fix it. Now, what does this mean? And is it harsh? It is harsh, but I think it's reality, right? If you rely on an external locus of control and you think that something is going to happen magically to come save you, the hope that you have is just non-existent. So it's better to know that nothing is going to come and save you, and like it's up to you, right? So if you leave the house, if it takes you 20 minutes to get somewhere and you leave the house, and you get there late because of a traffic accident, like you're not you get into an accident, God willing, but there's a traffic accident on the road, bro. It's your fault. You could have left 15 minutes earlier, and this is powerful, almost as powerful as this ribeye steak. So the reason the worldview is powerful is because that means everything that happens to you in your life is entirely decided by you and by nobody else. So you lose job, you lose relationship, you lose money, you lose friends. There's nobody else to blame but yourself. And it totally could have been something else, right? It totally could have been someone else's fault. It totally could have just been like a layoff or something. Or homegirl cheated on you or whatever it is. But if you take it as like, yo, this is my fault, life just starts, you start taking complete control of life. Jocko Willink calls this extreme ownership. And the reason that you have this worldview, especially as a man, is because you can't go to a new city, get on a dating app or Instagram, start posting some pictures, and live the good life. Nah, you gotta work for your shit, bro. And that's not to say women don't have to work for their shit, but this video is specifically for men. So, look, at the end of the day, guys, it's the end of the day. And what you gotta remember is just having this mindset, and it's not an easy one to have, right? Because we always have like, this, we always assume that something's gonna just pop out of nowhere and come to save us. But in the end, it's really up to us to decide how we want to react to life. Because life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react. And I'm not just throwing out a platitude just to throw out a platitude, but that's real, because sometimes you just have to figure out how you want to react at a specific moment. If things don't go your way, if you get rejected, whatever, right? You lose some money. It's up to you to figure out how you want to react in that moment. It's probably going to be a long video because I'm going to be eating during it. Question I get a lot is, Faraz, why do you eat a lot of meat? Thing is, I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis / Crohn's disease back in 2019. I was eating out like every single day. And while my doctors say, food has nothing to do with this disease, I think it has everything to do with this disease. But that's me personally. I'm personally taking ownership and accountability that my food, my lifestyle choices, and my inability to control my stress caused it, and if I fix these things, I will end up fixing myself. Because the other option is to take medication for the next 80 years of my life until I die, and be on this forever. And I say to that, respectfully, fuck that. Because I believe in my head that I can fix my own issues. This is a very different comparison to the, showing up 5 minutes late or showing up late somewhere versus leaving early analogy, but there's certain things in life that are going to be out of your control, and you can either say, oh man, this was unfair that this happened to me, or you can say, you know what, I'm going to take complete ownership of this and I'm going to get myself out of it. Both options exist. Both roads exist. Where you'll be at the end of one road and where you'll be at the end of the other road, should you choose to give up all your control versus to keep all your control, you will be two separate people. So you have to understand that. And you have to keep in mind and figure out which direction you want to go. Right? Do you want to be the person that thinks that they can fix themselves? Or do you want to be the person that thinks, oh, there's no cure for this. This is something I have to deal with forever and ever and ever. It's up to you who you want to be. I know exactly who I want to be. I know exactly who I am. So I will continue to fight the good fight. This applies in all aspects of your life, not just health, wealth, relationships, You want to be the person that says, oh, all rich people are evil. I'm just going to get by with what I have. Or do you want to be the type of person that works hard for the life and the quality of life that you want and you want to give your family? It's all crazy that whatever worldview you have, that's the type of person you end up as. So if you have a very negative worldview, you're going to end up a very negative person. If you have a positive worldview, you'll end up as a positive person. Some pessimistic people are successful, don't get me wrong. But the majority of them are so stuck in their heads that they cannot act and decide. So you just got to ask yourself again, it all comes back to this, right? Which direction do you want to go? But yeah, I'm going to finish eating this. This is like 1.5 pounds of meat, and then I got to eat the bone, and then I got to take some medication and some supplements. So I'm going to leave you with that. The only remotely positive worldview as a man is everything is my fault. Only I can fix it. And that nobody's coming to save me. I have to save myself. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed me talking while I ate my lunch. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.